Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today's episode, if you guys can read the title, I'd hope you could read. This can be we'll do my NFL playoff picks. Just to start off, I'm a Dolphins fan, so the bias is out the window. This is actually different from the bracket I filled out on the ESPN Fantasy Football app. Completely different. I had one where the Bills were going to win the fucking Super Bowl. That shit's not going to happen. I'm sorry. This is not going to happen. They're 0-4. Yeah, they have a great quarterback. They have the league's leading rusher or some shit like that, or top three running back. He's not better than Christian McCaffrey. He's not better than Saquon. I mean, shit. Come on. He's not better than Derrick Henry. Oh, but he has this many rushing yards. If you're going to sit here and tell me, I think he has more rushing yards than Saquon. If you're going to sit here and tell me that James Cook is better than Saquon, you can click off this video because you don't know fucking jack or diddly or squat, right? Okay, so that's just another disclaimer. I got a few disclaimers. Bears, Packers. Jordan Love's injured. Well, not injured, but he's going to play, hurt. And Micah Parsons is hurt. That's literally the best player on the fucking team. That's like if you took the fucking 2016 Cavs that were down 3-1, and, this is game one of the series, and LeBron was hurt. I wonder who the fuck would win that one. So Packers aren't going to beat the Bears tomorrow. Sorry. They split one apiece. Anyway. So I'm going to say Bears beat the 7th seed Packers. Now, as I'm recording this, Indiana's demolishing Oregon. It's 35-something at halftime. My college football playoff rankings will be in the next video. Hot take, according to Gavin, shout out, he doesn't know ball. He thinks, oh my God, Myles Garrett's the greatest defensive player of all time. People will actually think that. Shock me that they've ever forgot that Aaron Donald ever existed. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He has won one of them. You go look at some of the most iconic pictures of him being blocked. 3 offensive linemen, 2 offensive linemen. I literally saw an Instagram reel where TJ Watt, this guy was obviously a Steelers fan, but he showed dead-ass results. Oh, well, Myles Garrett had 100-something less pass rushing attempts. Yeah, but TJ Watt drops back in coverage. People forget he's a left outside linebacker. He's not a fucking edge rusher. You forget. And he still did it. 22.5 instead of 23 sacks? Whoa, whoop-de-doo. Are we forgetting that one of the biggest games for the Browns every year is to play against Steelers? And you didn't even record a sack, and you barely got any tackles, if I'm not mistaken. I still, honestly, all right, this might be crazy. Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive player we've ever seen. He is the GOAT on the defense, and the GOAT on offense, Tom Brady. I'm a Dolphins fan. Fuck Tom Brady, right? Actually, he's pretty cool. Fuck Giselle, though. Aaron Donald's way better. You can't even put Myles Garrett's great. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He'll never be a Super Bowl winner. You can never put Super Bowl and Myles Garrett in the same fucking sentence unless you're being a dumbass. So that's another heated debate I wanted to get out of the fucking window. It's not his fault. He can't play quarterback. No shit. But then you get the same fucking people, fire Kevin Stefanski. He won, Coach of the Year twice? Fuck are you talking about? This is the same people that think John Harbaugh should have got fired. I'm a Dolphins fan. It's looking good for us because we fired our head coach. He will finish 35-35. I got so much to talk about for my NFL takes. I'm just getting sidetracked one after another. John Harbaugh, he can't kick the fucking ball. He can't tell Zay Flowers not to fucking fumble the ball reaching for the end zone. He can't tell Mark Andrews to catch the fucking ball as he's falling down. You can't, you can coach ball protection. You can coach how to catch a fucking ball, but he's a Hall of Fame tight end. We're talking about Mark Andrews here, and he's dropping the ball. What are we talking about? That's not his fault. How was the kicker being ass? If Justin Tucker was just a little bit less horny, they actually would have been in the playoffs. You know who they'd be fucking playing? They'd be the 4 seed? They'd be playing the Texans. Honest to God, that'd be a great matchup compared to the fucking Steelers. The Houston Texans are not a cold weather team. I don't know if you didn't know where Houston was, but Houston is they play inside in Texas. Baltimore, Maryland, it was, never mind. It snows there. Didn't know if you know that. It's outside. Derrick Henry's on the other fucking team. You forget Derrick Henry exists? Yeah, you fumble. I just watched Fernando Mendoza fumble. Fuck are we talking about here? And, I don't know. I think the Ravens actually could beat the Texans. Sorry. With Kyle Hamilton, with Derrick Henry. If we're talking about the best player on the field, and after the top two, are you naming? Let's. I'm taking Zay Flowers over Nico Collins. Shoot me down. Fuck. I'm taking Derrick Henry over Joe Mixon. Sorry. I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson over fucking CJ Stroud. Sorry. I'm gonna take. What are we talking about here? Dead ass. What are we even talking about here? If you get that if the Ravens make that field goal, if Justin Tucker wasn't so fucking horny, you're looking at the Ravens. Who would they play? The Ravens. So if the Ravens won, we'll just say I'm on the playoff predictors app. It obviously is going to be Steelers, but that means the Steelers would play either the Patriots. If the Patriots beat the Chargers, they would play the Broncos. If the Patriots and Jaguars beat the 6th and 7th seed, Bills, Chargers, then the Ravens would have to play the Broncos. Still, you got Lamar Jackson. It could have been the Ravens' year this year, but they're going to fire their fucking coach for some fucking dumb reason. But say the Chargers somehow beating the 2 seed, you're playing the Jaguars. Devin Lloyd is great and all, but fuck. Derrick Henry, I would take the fucking Ravens over the Jaguars. And even if it was Bills and the Patriots won, you'd be playing the Patriots. The Patriots don't play anybody all year, and they're like, oh, Drake May should get MVP. Who the fuck have you played? I was watching Colin Cowherd. It was like 9 quarterbacks or something, 7 to 9 quarterbacks, or 12 even quarterbacks that the fucking Patriots faced were either backups or were benched by the end of the year. 7 to 9? Are you shitting me? And you're talking about fucking beating these teams like they're fucking great. You lost to the team that had the first overall pick. You lost to a team that couldn't block piss. Ashton Jeanty ran for 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, and 1,000 of that was after contact? What are you talking about? They had the worst O-line, and you still lost to them in week 1. Huh? You're losing to actual bad teams here. Oh, well, we lost to the Bills. The Bills don't have a defense. What are you talking about? You're not good. And you blew a lead. A pretty big fucking lead, too. So, Patriots are frauds. The Patriots will make it out of the first round. They ain't making it past the second. I don't even give a fuck if the Steelers beat the Texans. Anyway, that's a bold pick. The line dropped from -3.5 for the Texans to beat the Steelers. From 3.5 to 3. A 3.5 to 4, -3.5 to 4, anything, above that is a pretty friendly line of you should take the, favorite team. But the Steelers haven't lost a Monday Night Football game in what? Oh, Mike Tomlin's whole fucking career. That should just sum it the fuck up right there. That's the only stat I fucking need. I'm going to take Steelers. Besides them playing at home, you got the terrible towels throwing. I could see this being a fucking, 1916 Chris Boswell kicks the game winner. I wouldn't be fucking shocked. I'm actually going to stay with my pick because the more I think about it, the more, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers. Who are you going to take, Aaron Rodgers or CJ Stroud? Oh, well, CJ Stroud's younger. Who are you going to take? The Texans offense? All right. Steelers have probably one of the worst offense coordinators in the league. But they have Aaron Rodgers. But they have DK Metcalf. Yeah, besides him punching the fucking fans, I would take DK Metcalf over everybody on the Texans wide receiver corps. Sorry. I would take Aaron Rodgers over CJ Stroud. I would take TJ Watt on my fucking team. I would take Darnell Washington. I'd take Pat Freiermuth. I would take the Steelers offense. If you give him Mike Daniels, wow, I'm having a fucking stroke. Mike McDaniel. If you put the Dolphins head coach they just fired as the Steelers OC, they go fucking like, dude. They probably would have been the first seed, and that's not fucking crazy. That's not a crazy take. I'm taking Steelers. I love the veterans on that fucking team. You got Cam Hayward. He's probably got less than 3 years left. I don't know what his contract's like. I'm going to take Steelers. So, fuck you. If it's Patriots, Steelers, I might take fucking Steelers again because, dude, deadass, they didn't finish 9-8. They finished 10-8. 10-7. Holy piss. I can't do math, right? 10-7? Yeah. Now, am I going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl? Fuck no, by the way. No. Broncos would clap. But, I mean, Jacksonville Bills, let's live in fucking reality. Look, I love Josh Allen, right? He's my guy. He's my brother's, guy. Love James Cook. Love what they're doing up there, except for their defense. If the Bills lose this game, Sean McDermott gets fired. But my brother says that he's wanted Sean McDermott fired for, like, the whole year. If Sean McDermott wears glasses on Sunday, the Bills lose this game. If he doesn't wear glasses, clock this shit at 50 to 12 minutes. If he does not wear glasses, the Bills will win the game. I think. I think the Bills win this game because then Sean McDermott won't get fired, but he kind of should be because he's not good enough. And I think that's what we're waiting with the whole coaching carousel. I saw John Harbaugh was interested in the Giants job. Why? New York is the biggest media, place on the fucking world. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, you're playing at MetLife Stadium, one of the worst stadiums actually in the league. But if you get the job offer, which I'm sure you already got one, from the New York Giants, you can be like, hey, GM, you suck. He sucks. He let Saquon go. You suck. Get his ass out of here. I mean, yeah, you did draft Jackson Fart and, Cam Scatterboo. They can't stay healthy. Sorry. Malik Neighbors is good. I'm not going to shit on him. Cam Scatterboo run my shit over. Jackson Dart with fucking plow through me. Pause. But still, Jackson Dart being when people say franchise quarterback, are they talking like a 9-8 quarterback? Because Kenny Pickett went 9-8. Or not 9-8. He finished 500 or better. What are we talking about here? I mean, I'm hearing Malik Willis talk. You're forgetting he's playing under Matt LaFleur, right? He's in the Green Bay offense with the Green Bay defense. He's not on the Browns fucking team, right? He's shitting the bed with throwing the ball to Jerry Jeudy. Like, who the fuck? Yeah, let me throw the ball to Jerry Jeudy. Ain't nobody want to do that shit. I don't. Yeah, let me go. Ain't nobody can save Cleveland. Jim Brown, one of the greatest running backs ever, couldn't save fucking Cleveland. That was back in the day, right? I mean, they've been bad for so long. You can't blame a fucking coach because you blame every coach. You can't blame every OC. You can't blame you had Bill Belichick on your fucking team, right? And you still didn't do shit. How many Super Bowls does Bill Belichick have? 6? How many does the Cleveland Browns organization have? 0. Anywho, sorry. I'm from the Cleveland area, but fuck the Browns. They were so now if they were actually good, when they had Baker, it was hard to not root for them because they've been bad for so long. But when they're bad, their fan base is fucking. The Browns fan base is actually worse than the Cowboys. If you live in the Cleveland area and you're not a Browns fan, you will have Browns fans, but it'll be so hard to ever hang out with them because you just don't want to. I mean, they are some obnoxious fuckers. They will honest to God, say prime Nick Chubb. I heard this fucking come out of someone's mouth. Prime Nick Chubb is better than prime Derrick Henry. What are you even talking about? Do you not watch football? We're off topic. Ain't nobody wanted to go to be the fucking Browns head coach because you want to know, John Harbaugh's interested. No shit, he's unemployed. I'm interested in working at fucking Sheets. If I'm unemployed, if I'm actually like fired, if I'm unemployed from, being a waiter, if I'm unemployed from that, anything looks good. A paycheck looks best. I don't care who the fuck signed it, right? He's not gonna be like, I don't want to be. You can't. If you are unemployed, you can't be like, I don't want to work here. I don't want to work here. Because I know someone that does that shit, and he's still unemployed. Because the places that will hire you won't hire you because you don't want to work there. Like, dude, you got nowhere else to be. You got nothing else to do. Ain't nobody calling your phone, hey, come work for me. No. And I think the whole coaching carousel, no one's going to get hired until after the wild card weekend. Because Bills lose, Sean McDermott's out, John Harbaugh's in that bitch. So, and the Bills wide receiver core. Who? The Bills wide receiver core are more relevant than the running back who played with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson in 2019-2020 in LSU. Now, if you can name me that running back in the next 5 seconds, I'll give you a fucking high five. Okay, you couldn't. It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Exactly my point. They are so irrelevant that I can name you Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who hasn't done shit since, the Super Bowl against the fucking 49ers or some shit? Or, the year after that? Cam Coleman. I'm saying Cam Coleman instead of Keon Coleman because Cam Coleman's way better. Sorry, Florida State. Anywho, let's get on fucking topic. We're 20 minutes in. We haven't even made it past the wild card. Give me Steelers over Texans. Yeah, I'm hearing nicknames the Texans defense being called Border Patrol. The only border you're protecting PA from is Ohio and New York. You're not going to, Aaron Rodgers has seen some fucking great defenses, right? Legion of Boom, all that shit. Just get in line. I don't know what to tell you. There's some pretty good defenses. Broncos, right? The Jaguars. The whole AFC except for the Bills, Chargers. Christian Gonzalez is probably the best player on the Patriots defense, but he's fucking good though, right? A lot of these teams are well-balanced. Steelers are beating the Texans. Hawk my fucking Tua, if you disagree. Jaguars, Bills. I think the Bills would win somehow. Patriots, Chargers. Patriots. Sorry. Their O-line is so fucking bad. I don't know, but we've seen Patriots lose to teams with bad O-lines before, like the Raiders. Broncos, Bills. Bo Nix had such a good year, but they've always played from behind. But Nick Bonito had a great year, Pat Surtain's out there. If they beat the Jags, the Broncos are just a better Patriots. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'd take Patriots over Steelers. Yeah, I would. But would I take Bills, Broncos? Just for the sake that I know the Bills don't have a defense, I'm going to take Broncos. Even though they beat the Broncos last year. Now, I clicked Broncos. Now, Broncos, Patriots. Broncos. See, when I just made this 20 minutes ago, I had Bills in the Super Bowl. Now I just changed the whole fucking thing. All right, now let's get to the NFC side. Bears, Packers, Bears. Eagles, Niners. Look, the 49ers are 1-9. This is including postseason too and regular season. Are 1-9 with Trent Williams being hurt. He is questionable. But this is one of my bold picks on my fantasy football fucking playoff bracket. Who's hosting the Super Bowl this year? San Francisco. I remember the Giants beating the Patriots. I don't know because I was 6 years old, so how the fuck would I remember this shit? But Steelers beat the Niners, or not Niners, Cardinals in the State Farm Stadium. I'm getting, 49ers, if they beat the Eagles, then the Eagles won't win the Super Bowl. Now, but if the Eagles beat the Niners, and the Eagles are pretty good at home, and 49ers, Christian McCaffrey is their leading receiver and leading rusher, and actually, if it wasn't such a quarterback-driven fucking award, the MVP is fucking Christian McCaffrey. You can't look at him. He's 1,000 yards receiving or some crazy shit like that. Let me look it up. No, because this shit's gonna blow your mind. We're gonna look up. I got no fucking internet. I don't know. It's fucking Wi-Fi. Put a pin in it. Accidentally. Fuck the last video. Like I didn't unpause it accidentally. There's 3 red buttons on the fucking screen. Sorry. Whoop-de-doo. Here are Christian McCaffrey stats. He's played in 17 games. He has 1,200 yards rushing. 10 rushing touchdowns. He's fumbled once. He has 100 catches for 924 yards. 7 touchdowns. He has 17 touchdowns. All-purpose yard, he's looking at 2,000. That's, if I had to give an MVP vote, yeah, Matt Stafford, you played well, but you played like shit against the Falcons. But you are pretty old. But I mean, with a receiver car like Puka Nacua, fucking Devontae Adams, and Tyler Higbee at your fucking, offense, and you got like a receiving back. But I mean, Niners, dude. You got Brock fucking Purdy, bro. He's a more talented Tua. He's a whiter version of Dak Prescott. I mean, he's overpaid. I mean, for the pick that they got him at, he's not bad. He's actually plays way better than the pick he was drafted at. How many Super Bowls has he been in? 1, 2? How many has he won? 0. He's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but somehow Jalen Hurts is. You can't make the argument anymore that great quarterbacks win Super Bowls, right? Jalen Hurts won a fucking Super Bowl. I mean, they have the greatest GM in sports history. I know Lakers GM's looking pretty good. But yeah, anyway, if he doesn't get 30 fucking carries, I think the Eagles win this game. I'll give you the hypothetical if the 49ers win. Panthers are losing the Rams. I mean, the Rams are favored by minus 10.5, which is the biggest spread in actual NFL playoff history, which is actually kind of crazy. And the Panthers beat them earlier because they have no corners. They have no secondary. But besides J.C. Horn, the Panthers really have anything on defense. They traded Brian Burns, so no. I'm taking the Rams. So then it'd be Rams, Bears, Rams. Seahawks, 49ers. Put a pin in that. There's a fucking home team here. I said this. I would be shocked if the NFC Championship wasn't played by 2 NFC West teams. Because they have 3 of them in the fucking playoffs, and there's only 7 teams. No shit, that's kind of like, duh. But, I mean, Seahawks, Rams, Niners are the 3 best teams in the NFC. Sorry, Bears, you're not him. You're not him. Matt Stafford's him. You're not him. Sam Darnold plays in the big games. I mean, we saw Sam Darnold play against, the Rams last year. That didn't go well. So give me, actually, Seahawks. Fuck, I literally had the schedule pulled up. Now, there's no internet, of course. Nope. Oh, look at this 49ers schedule. You guys can put a pin in that. Because I want to say the Rams-Seahawks split games this year. But the Rams beat them by 2 points. The Seahawks beat them by 8 points. 2 minus 1 is 1. A 1 point difference. Oh my fucking god, this shit won't load. Dude. I just want to see the fucking schedule. Like, you gotta make it so fucking hard. Nope. Week 1. Alright, they beat the Seahawks week 1. 17-13. Play them twice. Let's see the score of the next one. And they lost the Rams 42-26. Keep that in mind. And they also beat the Rams 26-23. So you never fucking know. And they lost to the Texans 26-15. So that should say a lot. Panthers, they beat the Panthers, by the way. Demolished the Browns. Shout out. Killed the Titans. Beat the Colts. Oh, yeah. Beat the Bears, by the way. 2 seed versus the 5 seed. Okay. And lost the Seahawks 13-3. Now, the Seahawks have gotten better as the season went on. I will say that. But Christian McCaffrey's Christian McCaffrey. And Trent Williams, if he doesn't play this week, he may go 2-9 instead of 1-9 against the Eagles. He's going to be healthy. But where the fucking thing go? I would take Seahawks, then it'd be Seahawks, Rams. I'm taking Rams because that pass rush is better than Seahawks offensive line. Sorry. And it'd be Rams, Broncos. Now, that's if the Niners won. Now, if it was Eagles, then it'd be Eagles, Bears. Bears, you're not making it past the divisional round. Sorry. Then it'd be Seahawks, Rams. I'm still taking Rams. Then it's Rams, Eagles. And we get, the divisional round that we got last year, so. And the Eagles put both ass. Now, I wouldn't be shocked. Now, the hate on the Eagles have been high. That they've been all this off-the-field shit by off-the-field shit. I mean, the media just blowing everything out of fucking proportion, like they always do. The A.J. Brown whole situation, him being bitchy. I mean, with the Rams defense, I think the Rams front seven is better than the Eagles front seven. And I think the Rams wide receiver core is better than the Eagles wide receiver core. But the Eagles have, Saquon Barkley. I'd take the Rams over the Eagles, and it'd be Rams, Broncos, and the Rams they'd blow them out. So actually, like 30 minutes ago, when the first time I made this, I had Eagles. Now I got Rams. I don't fucking know how it's gonna go. That's just it's either gonna be Rams or Eagles. The only team that could win it in the AFC, I got 3 of them. If the Bills somehow play lights out and somehow there's a new superstar on this fucking team on the defense that we've never heard of before, so be it. The Broncos have the all-around best team, balanced team. The Jaguars actually hot recently. I don't know. The Texans offense, C.J. Stroud. I don't know. Honestly, the AFC could go anyway, but none of them are going to win the Super Bowl. No AFC team's going to win the Super Bowl. If you put instead of just the AFC and NFC playing only, their divisions, not divisions, but teams within the NFC or teams within the AFC, and you had to play against each other, we'll go seed by seed. Broncos, Seahawks by 100. Patriots, Bears. Bears have been playing good recently. You could say Patriots. So 1-1. Who else? Who's 3 cities? The Jags versus Eagles. I'd take Eagles. Steelers versus Panthers. Ooh, give me Steelers. Texans, Rams. Niners, Bills. Didn't they play earlier this year? Let me look. No, they didn't. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. I'd take Niners. No, I wouldn't. The Bills would win that. Where'd it go? And you got Chargers, Packers. I know it's pretty even, I guess, but NFC is just going to win it. It's either going to be Eagles, Seahawks, Niners. I got to narrow down to Rams, the Eagles, the Seahawks, and the Niners. The only 4 teams that will win the Super Bowl. Unless Bo Nix becomes, the Joe Burrow or Josh Allen of whatever's left. But I got 4 teams that'll win it. That's my bubble. Thank you guys for watching. War Eagle, by the way. Fuck Alabama. But who's the best team in the AFC? I mean, if the Bills beat the Jags and they beat the Broncos, actually, yeah. I mean, if the Bills beat the Jags and then they beat the Broncos, they're winning the Super Bowl. I mean, because that's two insanely balanced teams. But if the Texans beat, and then if it's Texans-Patriots, I'll take Texans. But then why would I take the Steelers over the Texans? If I think the Steelers are going to beat the Texans but lose to the Patriots, but I think if the Texans beat the Steelers, they'd beat the Patriots. How the fuck does that make sense? Yeah, the same theory, but Patriots don't have Aaron Rodgers. They don't have DK Metcalf. They have someone else causing the off-the-field drama, Stephon Diggs. They don't have a TJ Watt. No, they don't. And it's not, against someone who's never lost a fucking Monday Night Football game. So if they can beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, terrible towels throwing, TJ Watt coming to sack CJ Stroud, you're playing against a Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers, you're playing against a fucking vice president-elect quarterback, for fuck's sake, and you're playing against DK Metcalf. I would take the Steelers over Patriots. Is that crazy to say? Is that fucking crazy to say? Oh, dude, this should show you how fucking difficult it is to predict shit. A, B, how open the playoffs are this year. There's no Mahomes. There's no Joe Burrow. There's no Lamar Jackson. It should be the team with the best quarterback, right? Well, if we're doing that, then it should be Rams-Bills. But the Bills don't have a defense, so and wouldn't Aaron Rodgers be better than Drake May? Statistically, no, but they didn't play the same schedule. One team's playing the fucking Dolphins and Jets, and Dolphins are on their, third quarterback of the season, and the Jets haven't gotten an interception all season, so that's pretty fucking bad. But the Steelers are playing the Browns. Kevin Stefanski, who did just get fired. But they're playing against Myles Garrett. And you know what happened? Myles Garrett didn't get a sack. Oh, shit. Right? The Steelers play the Ravens twice. The Steelers play Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Chase Brown, Lamar Jackson, Kyle Hamilton. Myles Garrett, right? The Patriots play Josh Allen. What are we fucking talking about here? The Steelers have a massively harder schedule. And you know what's crazy? If the Steelers beat the Texans, I'm taking Steelers over Patriots. And Mike Tomlin rides off into the sunset. No, he wouldn't retire, but the Patriots aren't beating shit. I'm sorry. This is the same team. Yeah, they did spend $350 million in fucking free agency. Yeah, sure, whatever. Still, Drake May's a sophomore quarterback. Yeah, we've seen sophomore quarterbacks in the past. Shout out Jaden Daniels. Do incredible things. Except for making it to the Super Bowl. When was the last time a sophomore quarterback made it to the Super Bowl? Was it fucking Cam Newton? And still, they lost. There's no way the Patriots make it past the AFC Championship. I would put my life on it, actually. Because then you got to play the Bills, who you blew a fucking lead to, by the way. And you got to play the Broncos, who have the best fourth quarter team in the fucking league. By a mile, too. You either got to play, and even if it goes, the favorites' way, so it's Jags, you got to play the Jags. Yeah, you're home, but fuck me, man. That's a great game. I would take Jags. I'm taking any. The Patriots aren't making out of the divisional round. And if they do, they're not beating the Broncos or fucking Bills. I'm sorry. Or Texans. This is not going to happen. If you're Patriots fans, shout out Jack. Love you. What are we talking about here? Who's your best receiver past Stephon Diggs? I don't really know. That's why I'm asking, by the way. But still. Jags are more balanced than the Patriots. But people are so hyped in this fucking Jags team. Did they not have the 4th overall pick last year and traded up for the 2nd? Isn't this a first-year head coach, by the way? So what I'm saying is this is the 4th worst team that turned around their season. The Patriots were just as bad, if I'm not mistaken. Who the fuck did they draft? Oh, Will Campbell. Wasn't he like the 5th overall, 6th overall pick last year? These are two awful teams that these are both first-year head coaches. If I'm not mistaken. Has Mike Brable been there for more than a year? I don't know. Timeline's sticky on that. One of them's going home, and I don't know. The Jaguars are just playing way better. And they played a harder schedule. I mean, for the most part of the season, you're thinking, holy fuck, we could see Daniel Jones and fucking Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl. That was probably one of the worst takes I ever heard. I mean, hypothetically, yeah, it wasn't too unrealistic. You're playing, two MetLife Stadium quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. That's never going to happen, A. B, they both actually sucked in New York. Yeah. But, who am I? Sometimes it disturbs me that fucking Daniel Jones has won more playoff games than Tua. Yeah, that should bother you. I mean, we beat the fucking... We lost. But Daniel Jones beat the Vikings, by the way, who were, what, the 2 seed? 3 seed? With Kirk Cousins, by the way. The Dolphins can't beat shit. I mean, Ray Finkel, since Laces Out meme with Ray Finkel, we haven't done shit, bro. I mean, since Dan Marino, and even with Dan Marino, we never won a fucking Super Bowl. We are the most 8-9 team ever. We are the most 8-8, 7-9, 9-7, just missed the playoffs team. We're always in the hunt to make the playoffs, right? We're never in the hunt for a contending team. I mean, I just saw a fucking Instagram the other day. How special the 2023 season was. I mean, this video's in 2026. But 2 seasons ago, not 2025, 26, not 2024, 26, so technically 3. You're hearing MVP votes for Tua. We had Devon Achane, we had fucking, oh my god, who else was it? Oh, now it's gonna bother me. Dude, who was it? Oh my god. I'm not too sure. We had 2 running backs with 2 touchdowns each. With 20 carries each. And you had Tua with 4 touchdowns. We had Tyreek Hill, Devon Achane, Tua, that was actually consistent somehow. And Jalen Waddle. And we had fucking, oh my god, dude. What is that fucking guy's name? I don't know. But we beat the fucking Broncos 70 to 20. And we were hearing MVP votes. I knew it since 2019 when I was a fucking freshman, sophomore in high school. Tua was ass. I mean, Tua has always been ass. Except for, that game, that was peak Dolphin fan base time. I mean, you're like, oh my god. And then we played the Chiefs first round and we get bounced. But if you watch that dude, you watch the last few games of that season, Tua couldn't complete a fucking pass if it was a gust of wind that felt cold. I mean, if you opened the fridge, that fucking guy couldn't complete a pass. I mean, Tua, I'm sure you're not a bad guy, but you suck. I mean, dude, you can't blame the Dolphins for hating on you. We watched Brian Flores, treat you like shit, and we took your side. Holy fuck. Dude, you're making us regret it here. I know you sacrifice your body every week. You fucking take our money, right? If I get a Dolphins sweatshirt, I'm sure somehow the Dolphins get some proceed of my money. Tua, you were stealing $212, man, and you can't complete a pass. So what are we talking about here? I mean, I remember finding out that we were getting Tyreek Hill. I was so fucking excited. Oh, man. and then we beat the Broncos 70. We scored 70 points. I mean, Jerome Baker was on the team. I'm pretty sure Xavier Howard was there and Byron Jones. I mean, or was Jalen Ramsey? We had Jalen Ramsey and we traded him to the Steelers. What are we doing? I mean, yeah, he's washed. But, dude, still, fucking Jalen Ramsey can make a play. Name me a corner on the Dolphins that can make a play. This went from an NFL playoff pick to just Dolphins shit talking. It's been so disappointing. It's like, dude, yeah, we started off the season like, what, fucking 2-8 or some shit. Some bad fucking start. Oh, we're out of the playoffs, but fuck, we might as well make a run for it now. What the fuck are you talking about? The door closed and you're still running at it. Where are you going to go? You're going to pump the brakes last second. Put Quinn Ewers, dumbass, in there. Green 18. I mean, did we not watch him play against the fucking Bears in the preseason? He pissed down his leg against backups. Oh, but now he's a fucking goat. Yeah. I mean, when you don't got to play for shit, I mean, when there's nothing left to lose, that's when, I think Rocky Balboa fucking said in the movie. He said, or it might have been in Creed. The most dangerous people are the people who ain't got shit to lose. Dolphins are somehow green. I mean, I saw a meme. Giants, when their fucking first overall pick is in their hands, time to go fucking score 8 touchdowns in a game. Dude, what? I mean, I don't get that. Once you're out of the playoffs, what are you fucking doing? Oh, we're playing for our jobs. No, you're fucking not. Your jobs are fine. Except for Mike McDaniel. I don't know why he got fired. He was I don't know. He had a 30-minute dinner and he got fired. That's what I knew. That's what I heard on the fucking Colin Cowherd. So I couldn't fucking tell you. The people that are saying John Harbaugh should be fired are the same people that think, oh my God, once the Browns get a new stadium, they're going to be fucking good. And they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, what are we talking about here? Excuse me, I'm burping. I mean, and the people that think, oh yeah, last year, trade Mike Tomlin. Oh, you could trade a coach. Did you know that? You know why people never done that? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, fire Mike Tomlin. What are you going to do? I said this to my brother. If you're going to fire your head coach, that means that you personally think that there will be a coach. No. If you're going to fire your head coach like Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh, that means that you think there's a coach that has been fired or that is already, in the, unemployment area that you think is better than your actual head coach. Or an offense coordinator, defense coordinator, special teams coordinator, or any coach, any type of coach that is, available that you think is better than John Harbaugh. There's a reason they're looking for a head coaching job. Because they're fired. I mean, if you honestly think you're going to find a better coach than fucking, Mike Tomlin. Just, Brian Daboll's in the fucking pool of coaches, coaching carousel, John Harbaugh. You think Mike McDaniel is a better head coach than Mike Tomlin? No. I'm a Dolphins fan. I watched them score 70 points. Fuck no. I'd much rather go 9-8 and make the playoffs than 9-8 and miss the fucking playoffs. The Dolphins are in the division. We get a chance to beat a bad team twice a year. We get to play the Jets twice a year, and we still can't make the playoffs. Mike McDaniel, that's pretty bad. But we did beat him twice, right? But you honestly think, all right, John Harbaugh's, all right, Ravens are like this. All right, we're going to fire our head coach. All right, John Harbaugh, see you later, pack your shit. All right, guys, time to look for a new head coach. Who are we thinking? Mike McDaniel won 35 games, and he had 35 losses. Kevin Stefanski won the Cleveland a playoff game, but he can't draft a quarterback. Yeah, he could. He had Baker Mayfield. What are we talking about? Oh my God, Kevin Stefanski's out there. Let's go get him. Why? What's his win-loss record with the Browns? Yeah, he won Coach of the Year twice. How many Super Bowls does he have? Just 100. How many times did he win the AFC North? Okay. Just had to check with you. And you think he's better than John Harbaugh, who won you how many Super Bowls? Ooh. Who's the coach that had Ray Lewis on his fucking team? Not Kevin Stefanski. Not Mike McDaniel. I mean, dude, what are you talking about? What are we talking about here? I mean, it's like, oh my God, John Harbaugh's interested in the Cleveland job. No one's interested. That's like being interested in the Jets job. No, you're fucking not. You're just, okay. If the Bills lose, then, Miami and New York. Because New York, you're going to be like, all right, we're going to fire the GM. I'm going to get my guy in there. I can hire my coordinators. We got Jackson Dart. He's on a rookie deal. We got Cam Scatterboot, running back. He's going to be injury prone. He's going to be out of the league, and he won't even be on the fucking team in 2 to 3 years. I call it. I mean, Malik Nabers is injury prone. We've seen it. The Giants have some dogs. They got Brian Burns. They got Andrew Thomas, right? They got some dogs. They got a good front seven, with Sexy Dexy and Kayvon Thibodeau. They got some dogs. They got some good players. Dolphins job has the second richest owner in the fucking sport. You can hire whoever the fuck you want as your GM. Yeah, you can have your fingerprints all over the team. And you know what's crazy? There is a quarterback that you can trade. Hey, Las Vegas, you have an inside stadium. You play in Vegas. You play against, California Chargers. You play against, all right, Kansas or Missouri, Kansas. I don't know, they're fucking moving. And then you play against Denver. Actually, why don't we just send you a fucking Tua and we'll take the first overall pick? Fernando Mendoza is a more accurate Tua. He's not that mobile. You watched him run a few times. He's what Tua could have been, and he's what Tua was in 2023. He threw what? It was halftime. They said he threw 3 incompletions in the last 2 games. That's an insane stat. Fernando Mendoza is better than Tua, and he's in college. What are we talking about here? Trade Tua for the first overall pick. If I'm a GM, I would be bold. I would be like, all right, I'm the same guy that wanted Justin Herbert with the fucking 5th or 6th overall pick when he was in the draft with Tua and Joe Burrow. Right? I'm the same guy that said we should draft Jonathan Taylor. People were like, all right, Jonathan Taylor's potential MVP, offensive player of the year. I said this when he played out fucking Wisconsin. What are we talking? Dude, I've been saying this shit since I was 14 years old. And people are like, oh my God, Aiden, you're low-key right. I've been right the whole fucking time. I'm the one who's watching mock draft videos. I'm the one who's watching football. I'm the one who's watching, highlights and lowlights of players. I'm the one who's sitting there watching different YouTubers. I'm watching Colin Cowherd, watching First Take. You should never watch First Take. I'm watching other players, grade. I'm watching the QB room. I'm watching, I'm actually watching this shit. I'm not just shitting you. I'm not just like, oh yeah, I'm hearing what the commentators saying. I don't give a fuck. Dude, they've been saying Tua was great. What are you talking about? No, he's not. I would take Tom Brady right now. I would take Tom Brady 5 years from now than Tua every day of the week. Anyway, Tua performed highway robbery after having one great season. Now, other players that could fall into that category, Jaden Daniels. He did get hurt, yes. But has your team really gotten any better? No? Okay. Your owner's still really cheap. And you should still sell the team. Sorry. I don't know. I say we trade Tua. Honest to God, if the Raiders, hey, you just give us the first overall pick. We'll give you a fucking third overall or a third round pick, and we'll give you Tua. That's a big contract to take, but fuck, here you go. If that was ever possible, I would take that fucking deal in a heartbeat. Fernando Mendoza is what Tua could have been and was that 23-24 season. And you draft a better Tua, right? and say you get a coach. Say we get fucking Kevin Stefanski, right? All right, what did Kevin Stefanski always have? A great fucking defense. What do Dolphins never have? A great fucking defense. So if you get Fernando Mendoza, and say we get Kevin Stefanski, and the second richest owner who gets a good GM, okay, then it's not looking so bad, right? So we get Kevin Stefanski, new head coach. Yeah, I hate watching Browns games because they're so fucking boring, man. I mean, because their defense, keeps them in it. For what? Shador to do this after just getting a first down on 3rd and 1? I mean, what are we doing, man? And then you got fucking... Hold on, give me a second. But if you get Fernando Mendoza, you can play that bullshit game you guys were playing with Kevin Stefanski. We have Tyreek Hill. We got Jalen Waddle. All right, we got what's left of Tyreek Hill. Let's just say that. But we got Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle's better than every receiver combined on that fucking Browns receiver core. Prove me wrong? You can't. We have Devon Achane. Top 5 running back in the league. So, this might be crazy. Devon Achane, is better than James Cook. Sorry. Not sorry. Devon Achane is the only reason this team is even fun to watch. He is the best offense running back since Jay Ajayi, and he was better than Jay Ajayi. I mean, he was better than when we had Reggie Bush. I mean, this is the best running back. It sounds crazy to say this, but Devon Achane is the best running back we've had since Ricky Williams. That should blow your fucking socks right off. And we've had a Heisman winner. And we've had a guy that's wanted to play FIFA. So, oh my God, dude. If we had a different quarterback in 2023 that could complete a pass in the cold weather, I mean, you could have given us fucking dead ass. If we never beat the Bengals in that game in 2019 at home, we could have had Joe Burrow, Devon Achane. Tyreek Hill would still want to be here. And Jalen Waddle. And not to mention, we have a great linebacker, Jordan Brooks, led the league in fucking tackles this year. And he didn't even make the Pro Bowl. Wow. Okay, that's a fucking shock. Right? We have Jordan Brooks. Yeah, Bradley Chubb's not that great and he's overpaid. But I mean, we literally could have had Jerome Baker. He's not that great, but he's not that ass either. Jerome Baker. We could have had Bradley Chubb. We could have had Jalen Ramsey. I don't know if it's all in the same timeline, right? It's a year or two off. But, I mean, that's a scary fucking team. And we had prime Xavier Howard, by the way. We had Minka Fitzpatrick. So, if we had Joe Burrow, Minka Fitzpatrick. So, it's Joe Burrow with a defense, is what I'm saying. We have Joe Burrow with a defense. We're going to fucking beat. I mean, we would have won a Super Bowl by now. If we would have just... This all goes back to the thought I said about 30 minutes ago. I know it's a long episode, but I'm just so passionate because it's rage bait to be a fan of any professional sports team or league. If we would, I mean, tanking's bad, right? It's not good sportsmanship. But I mean, if you just look at the reality of your situation, all right, we're ass because we're not a top 7 team in the AFC. That's what you need to be. If you guys ever watch Moneyball, the saying is, there are good teams and there are poor teams. We have the second richest owner. There's no reason we should be 8, 9, 9, 8. There should never be a fucking reason why we're battling for 500. We could go out, we can get the good gym. We can go out, we can get the good coach. We can go out and get the best fucking players, right? We are the biggest, most populated city in fucking Florida. And we're the worst team in Florida. What are we? I mean, oh my God, bro. Shit is insane. This shit is insane. I mean, we could have Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Drake May in the same fucking division. Could you imagine how much money would be made if Joe Burrow, Drake May, and Josh Allen were the top 3 quarterbacks in the AFC East? I mean, and if Aaron Rodgers was in there, bro, all right, I can show up. But if Aaron Rodgers, I mean, yeah, there's Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, but Aaron Rodgers really wasn't that bad before he left the Jets. So if there was Aaron Rodgers, Drake May, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen, oh, I mean, you would tune in. I mean, there'd always be a night game played by one of those fucking teams. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm getting really off topic. That was just my Dolphins take. Who did I want the Dolphins draft? I saw someone say a wide receiver. Dude, yeah. You don't need a wide receiver to make the playoffs. I'm sorry. Look at the fucking Bills, bro. You need a quarterback to make the playoffs. You don't. What's with the let's give money to divas so they can just punch fans, fuck Cardi B, and get 20 girls pregnant like Tyreek Hill. What are we talking about? We're getting arrested before games. We're hooking up with corn actors. We're hooking up with fucking singers. We're hooking up with fans' t-shirts, uppercutting them in the stands. Why? Because they're saying shit that actually was never even said. So your CT is already hitting you in the head. Or you could get Antonio Brown, one of the greatest route runners, and he wants to fucking just like mentally fucked in the head. Dude, the shelf life for the receivers. If you look at this year's receivers, top 5, Jackson Smith, I'm not going to say the last name because I don't need fucking, canceled. You got Jackson, you got JSN. You got Puka Nacua. I mean, those top 2 this year, weren't even in the top 5 last year. I mean, Emeka Ibuka was literally somehow you're going to shit on me, a top 5 receiver this year. So I'll tell you who fucking wasn't fucking Justin Jefferson. Even though, all right, if I'm taking the top 5 receivers, Justin Jefferson's in that conversation, Jamar Chase, JSN, and Puka Nacua, and is AJ Brown even in that conversation? No. I mean, any team. There's not a single team in the AFC that's in the playoffs that has a top 5. I'm going to make the case, a top 10 receiver in the fucking league. I mean, you got the Steelers, Patriots, Chargers, Bills, Texans, Broncos. None of them have a top 10 receiver. And they still all made the playoffs. But that's not the reason they won't win the Super Bowl. The reason they won't win the Super Bowl is because the top 5 defenses, Texans, Rams, Broncos, Seahawks. I mean, the only reasons you got AFC teams that could win the Super Bowl are the teams with one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, Josh Allen, or the league's top 5 defense. That's the only reason the AFC could even stand a chance. The NFC is miles. I mean, they're playing checkers in the NFC. We are playing. Wait, no. The NFC is playing chess. The AFC is playing checkers. We're worried about the wrong shit. We're worried about paying Stephon Diggs. We're worried about paying Tua. We're worried about, hey, Josh Allen, it's okay. You don't need to throw to anybody. Just throw it to the other team so we can, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking here. We got 2 tight ends, Dawson Knox and Dalton Gaden. There's a third. I don't fucking know, man. How about you find an X, a Y, or a fucking Z? Instead of running 12 personnel, 11 personnel, how about your ass goes buy a receiver? Oh, hey, we're going to build a new stadium right next door. Who are you going to throw the ball to? The fucking fans that are shoveling? No, bro. You have to pay a receiver. You feel so bad for the Bills, but you don't have a defense. Oh, Deion Dawkins. Name me a Tre'Davious White, by the way, I was informed, is their best secondary player. I mean, is Damar Hamlin available? I mean, dude, you guys couldn't stop a runny ass if a ball was being thrown. I mean, the Bills have one of the best pass defenses and one of the worst run defenses in the league. How is that possible if their front seven's actually better than them? They don't have a linebacker, right? They don't have a pass coverage linebacker, and they don't have a downhill linebacker. Oh, right? You're going to hear a fucking excuse. You know why they have one of the better pass defenses? It's because they don't need to fucking pass the ball if you could just run it 100 times a game. Great idea. If I don't have to make my quarterback take fucking hits and get sacked and have to extend plays and look what happens when you extend a play. Constantly. Joe Burrow, turf toe. Joe Burrow's offensive line is so fucking bad, right? I mean, Patrick Mahomes got hurt. Lamar Jackson got hurt. I mean, dude, when you don't have to pass the ball, and you watched Miami just physically beat the brakes off of fucking Ole Miss. And if Miami catches half the picks that they dropped, so even if they've caught 2 or 3 or 4 or all 5, and the receivers can catch, except for a 17-year-old doing the fucking Odell stepping out of bounds with the damn thing. They fucking could catch. They're making Carson Beck look like fucking Justin Herbert out there. Swear to God. I mean, and Carson Beck was like somehow good in the first half. Second half, he was underthrowing people. I don't get how you could be a 2-time national champion. We're moving into the Carson Beck in Miami. I don't know how you could be a 2-time national championship and you're still underthrowing receivers. You were in the same high school class as C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson. These fuckers are playing on Sundays. You got 2 of them playing in the playoffs this year. What are you talking about? Bryce Young's in what, year 2 or 3? You're a 7th year. I'm not going to shit on you, right? But, I mean, yeah, you got hurt and you transferred. Whatever. You get eligibility and shit. But if your ass needs 7 years and you're not an FCS player or D2 or D3, or, you don't play at a fucking Alabama, but you play at like a Memphis or a Navy or an Army. All right, yeah, sure. Get your draft prize. Your draft. What is it? Like get your, I don't know, get better before you go. You were like too old to be doing this shit, especially when you fucking won 2 national championships already. Now, if it was someone at, like I said, a Boise State or a North Dakota State or a fucking Illinois State or a Mercyhurst or a fucking Slippery Rock, I mean, that's one thing. But if you played for Georgia, you won 2 national championships. Fucking Matt Stafford went there. And he did it in 4 years? You did it in 7? Yeah, you're in Miami now. But the fact that you're still underthrowing fucking receivers. Your receivers are outrunning your balls because you're misjudging them. But for Nando Mendoza just fucking slinging this rock, he went to Cal. Keep this in mind. He went to Cal. And you went to Georgia. Okay. Georgia's known for the defense. Cal's known for what? Aaron Rodgers and Marshawn Lynch. Whoops. And he transfers to Indiana. Somehow, actually a worse team at the time. Believe it or not. A worse team at the time. Then NIL and all that shit, right? You went to a Miami who's actually better than Georgia. And you still get fucking hit open receivers without underthrowing them. What are we doing here? Carson Beck I would take Quinn Ewers over Carson Beck every day. That's going to be the next episode. This episode's way too long. It's over an hour long of me just talking about the NFL playoffs and me shitting on Dolphins and Browns and Carson Beck. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.